Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Humans of the World. My name is Đức Anh, and in today's episode, I would like to take you guys to a different topic, which is about a new book I have just finished. Its title is What Makes a Good Life? Such an interesting question, right? But we will not go through on the content of this book. I just want to prioritize on chapter number 10, Gratitude and Happiness. In this chapter, we are going to listen to 3 motivational stories from 3 people. The first story is from Professor Wing Wing. She is doing her research on Buddhism studies from the Faculty of Oriental Studies, USSH. Now let's welcome Wing's story.
In Pali, which is the language of Buddhism, gratitude is Katanu Katavati. Gratitude is a positive response to life. In developing Katanu, we deliberately bring into our consciousness the benevolence done to us in our life. Katanu is a practice that people leading a religious life do every day because it not only nurtures our warm hearts and spirits, but also gives us a sense of elation. Elation is one of the 7 factors leading to enlightenment in Buddhism. A life without Katanu is a desolate life. If people don't have anything to be thankful for, their life is a dreary blank. Just contemplate this. If life were just a continuous complaint and mourn about the injustice and unfairness we have received, and we don't remember any graciousness ever done to us, and all we do is remember the malevolence, that's called depression. Practicing Katanu is not difficult. I believe that our survival on earth is a miracle. Thus, it is proposed that you should express your appreciation to your parents by taking care of their health, calling them regularly if you live far away, and not hesitating to tell them words of love. Each person can show his or her sense of gratitude to destiny by doing benignity, a warm smile and greeting to people we come across, or a message sent to friends whenever we miss them, as steps on the ladder to happiness.
Thank you, Ms. Wing, for giving us fundamentally basic knowledge about gratitude and happiness in Buddhism. That's the end of the first story. Now we come to the second story from Mr. Dang Nguyen, a third-year student from the Faculty of International Relations, USSH. Please welcome Mr. Dang Nguyen.
I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, being the only child in my family. A big bully in school, a rebellious boy who didn't suffer his seat to the disabled on the bus. There was a time when I pestered my parents to give me a luxurious gaming laptop. My family were not welcome, so the answer was definitely no. I didn't touch any food on that day, just closed my door and cried out loud. And finally, my parents had to yield to my desire. But suddenly, I got hospitalized after a traffic accident. When I came to, I saw my mother's eye looking at me worryingly. I cried out loud again. I turned over a new leaf after this occasion and cherish every moment I'm living. I study harder, not for the sake of myself, but for my family and those who are in need. I count myself fortunate because I can breathe. I have my eyes to see every colors of life. I have my hands to do everything I want. I have a family. I have my friends, my teachers, who are always ready to give me a listening ear, a warm shoulder, and a helping hand. And if there's one thing that can't be changed on the road to happiness, it must be gratefulness.
Thank you so much. Mr. Dang has shared such an inspirational stories of himself. It would go without saying that his story would motivate lots of people to contemplate about the value of gratitude and happiness in their life. Last but not least, Mrs. Tan Hui is a successful social activist, well renowned for her great contribution in our society, will share with us her perspective on reciprocation in her life. Please welcome Mrs. Tan Hui.
I help people with my inner kindness and warmth for assisting people who are in need, so there is no necessity for repaying me financially. However, I would feel annoyed if people show indifference to my ministration. They act that way means that they take me for granted and for giving them a hand whenever they need. It would come to me as discomfort if people keep taking advantage of me like that and leave no reciprocation. Those who treat me ungratefully, perhaps from my point of view, are affected by a less educative environment or have no experience yet in leading a not only responsible but also spiritually meaningful life. Although I often feel uncomfortable to those who are ungracious, I think it is necessary for me to help them rectify their ideology of treating people. Maybe I would talk to them seriously and center on how they could change themselves into a more thankful person and leave happiness to others, I guess, through just very little actions, and there are many ways to do that. And does my gratefulness bring me a good life? Yes. Thanks to my gratitude, I have gotten well with lots of people and maintained very good relationships, which assists me a lot in developing my career. Also, thanks to it, I feel fulfilled in my life and become a good example for my children to follow and live a better life. There's one more thing I want to say. The core of happiness is relevant to the feelings of both the givers and the takers, to be beatific in their lives, and I am honestly hope that people would be more grateful, so that I would never have to deal with the disrespectful and be bothered with them.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to the aforementioned 3 stories from Mr. Dang Nguyen, Ms. Quỳnh Nguyễn, and Ms. Thuy Nguyễn for help we can acknowledge the critical role that gratitude and happiness play in our life. And it's me again, Đức Anh, and I will have you guys to conclude what we are talking about today. As a matter of fact, if people are willing to help each other in daily life, we can together build a harmonious society, and we can have more good relationships with reciprocation. Additionally, the stories also give us some simple and faithful ways to express our gratitude to people surrounding. First of all, don't hesitate to say thank you if someone does something to help you. Yep. And second of all, don't feel embarrassed to say or to hurt them or to say I love you to your parents or your family member. Since blood is thicker than water, they won't be there with you forever. So why not show them how much you love them right now? Finally, leading a life with gratitude will give people full happiness. Therefore, if you want to be happy, be grateful. And that also brings today's episode to the end. Thanks a lot for watching. We are looking forward to seeing you guys again in the final exam. Goodbye.